Hello everyone, Sityaak's A-in-chut. It's A-in-chut here, Sean Atleo, coming to you from the office of the Assembly of First Nations in unceded Algonquin territories here in Ottawa. Welcome to our update for September. There's a number of items that I wanted to cover, but first I just hope every single one of you had a great summer. And for those who are back to school, we're wishing you the very best as well. As you know, education, and I'm very thankful for this, that the chiefs and leaders across the country continue to make education a top priority. And so for those of you that are enrolled in your studies, you certainly stand out as being key role models for all of our people, especially for those generations that are coming behind you. This last summer was an opportunity to gather as nations in Mi'kmaq territories, in Moncton, New Brunswick. We want to thank all of those who did such a fantastic job inviting us to so many events that brought us together, and the warm welcome that we had, and the delicious seafood from the Atlantic coast certainly stands out as well as one of the many highlights. The meeting in Moncton produced a tremendous amount of work, a good number of strong resolutions passed by the chiefs in Assembly, providing us with a very strong direction that, in fact, even as I speak, over the last couple of days, our national executive gathered nearby in Gatineau Hall to ensure that all of the work that we've been instructed by First Nations from coast to coast to coast is being followed through with. We also had the opportunity to meet with Minister Duncan and to ensure that we communicate to the Minister, to the federal government, the importance of really resetting in many respects how we work with the federal government as the Crown partner, that we do so based in our treaties, based in our title and rights, and that we really have to overcome and change the pattern of conflict and unilateralism that First Nations have experienced for so long. And we had a chance to express ourselves today in that respect because, as you all know, the Parliament has now reconvened here in Ottawa, and so they are now looking at a full schedule on their part, and so we had an opportunity to express to the Minister that First Nations really need to be involved, as is described in the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, in shaping our futures. There also, with the reconvening of the legislature in Ottawa, means it's time for budget submissions, and the Assembly of First Nations, as we do every year, has submitted a budget submission with a real focus in three specific areas. Firstly, the need to really transform the fiscal relationship, move towards a nation-to-nation based relationship so that First Nations jurisdiction can be recognized, respected, and supported so that we can take control over decisions that affect our lives. The second area is in the area of infrastructure, the need for making sure that our communities are safe and secure, that we have the basic infrastructure required for the health of our communities. And thirdly is that major priority of education. We'll ask you to please note and on the website at afn.ca that there's a number of major forums coming up in the area of health and citizenship. We invite you to refer to the website, receive that information, and we certainly also, on behalf of the National Executive, we wish you all the very best this coming fall for both yourself and your families. We look forward to seeing everybody, of course, at our December Assembly. With that, thank you very much for joining us. True Tleko Tleko.